previously on Hear Me Out.
Right. Honestly, I feel like cancel culture for the most part, like 95% of the time, is not necessary. I feel like culture changes so frequently, and sometimes we can always like keep up with the changes. And I feel like instead of people just going back and like doing digging during people and saying, "All right, look, back in 2013, this man said this word or blah blah blah," just tell them not to say no more. Just correct them. Like it's never that deep. Words at the end of the day, let's be honest, bro. Words are just words. Like if you choose to take offense every single word that is being said, that just you just not gonna function as a human being. I feel like it's never that, and I feel like for the most part, cancel culture is like kind of like the witch trials that used to go back that used to happen back in the day. People really just get bored and look for somebody to cancel, and people sometimes make it like a collective thing. They'll be like, "Oh, let's cancel this guy, let's cancel this other guy because we just bored," or like you know what I mean. I feel like for the most part, I feel like the premise behind it was good. Maybe like you find somebody who was may have some dirt on their name and try to like make them like own up to it and apologize for it. I feel like that's probably how it started off as, and that was fine. But it changed to find somebody who has dirt on their name or any public figure that you just want to embarrass, call them names, and just let that be it, ruin their career. And when they try to apologize, just disregard it because hey, this is something bad about I don't know hot dogs in 2010.
Personally, I'm a little in between. Sometimes I feel like cancel culture is like a little unnecessary, but I feel like cancel culture is actually very needed because I feel like people be getting away with a lot of things, and I appreciate when they get backlash for it because there's consequences to your actions. Like Tory Lanez, for instance, and how he shot Meg in the foot. If cancel culture did not exist, he wouldn't have gotten any backlash for that, for real. And I'm glad he got backlash for it, and I'm glad the whole world was against him for it because F you. I didn't say the word, but y'all get the point.
Hey, bro, James, what's your response, bro? Oh no, go ahead, Willie. Go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. Here's one thing. I think we have to like. I feel like people cancel culture is usually about following the other. It's following the leader. Cancel culture is usually following the leader. Half you people don't care. Half you people don't care, but you just follow the train of let's trash Tory Lanez because, like, listen. If you're actually outraged about it, don't listen to his music. Cool. If you're actually outraged about it, block him on Instagram, leave Twitter, do whatever. And I mean, it's not just Tory Lanez. I'm just using that because Fayola about it. But I'm saying, like, think about it, Fayola. Imagine you, right? You're standing up for something that you believe in. You stand up for something that you believe needs to be fought for, et cetera, et cetera. And you have a bunch of hooligans just following you just because Fayola looks pretty. So let's just do whatever Fayola says. Let's just follow. Like, you have to think about it. Like, do I want people who don't even care about what I'm talking about following me, following this cause that I'm doing? That's what most of cancel culture is. I see people. Let's talk cancel. The one influencer will get on the internet. So Jake Paul said this. Let's cancel him. And then a whole tribe of 13-year-old children go through the entire history of one man to go find that one Twitter thing he posted and hacked and deleted later. So it's not even on Twitter anymore. They go back to go find something. And Jake Paul said he thinks black is a weird color. Jake Paul hates black people. Everybody starts yelling. And now here comes Jake Paul. I want to apologize for my comments. Like, no! You guys are being lied to. Even the people who are apologizing, they don't care either. They don't care. So that's what I'm saying. Like, keep you have your thoughts, keep them to yourself. If you have your friends, tell your friends, hey, what do you think about blah blah blah? I saw Jake Paul do this, I saw so and so do this. Don't take a bunch of random people with you. It makes no sense. That's what I'm saying. Most of the part, like Vinci was saying, it's pointless. It's useless. The backlash will come if you let it come. If you try to impose it, you have a bunch of people just following you, doing whatever for no reason. Hey, that's it, bro. I'm saying if you truly believe the person should be cut off from society, lead the charge. Don't be frolicking in the back just because you like the other person. Like you don't even care about what you're talking about. So you don't have any right to want to participate in the thing. That's all. Why do you think we get so mad when white people try to include themselves in our stuff whenever we do our Black Lives Matter protests and whatever? Y'all forgot about that one. Where the white people, yes, I stand for you. And we're like, we didn't, what are you doing? What are you doing? You guys notice how as soon as June comes, this is when all the companies start caring about pride and LGBT, whatever, whatever. As soon as February comes, this is when everybody starts caring about Black Lives Matter and whatever, whatever. It's the same thing. That's the exact. Hey, that's it, bro. That's yeah, I got it. Go ahead.
Hey, what's up, Sue?
What's the
Can't hear
word?
you, bro.
What's the
All right.
word?
Hey, bro, what's your thoughts and opinions on cancel culture?
For the most part, you already know what I'm about to say, bro. It's just like a bunch of unproductivity, bro. That's all I've been saying, bro. Everything about this is just not productive. You feel me? Like, and it's actually very hurtful to the people that like try to like that added value to themselves and to have it taken away. Like people get fired because of things they say on the net that offends this group of people. You know what I mean? So that's like that's just very hurtful to like that group of people that a lot of us aspire to become one day.
Which is up. Megan, what are your thoughts and opinions on cancel culture?
I feel like um, I kind of agree with what Fayola said in the beginning. Like, it's a little unnecessary, but at the same time, I think it's good when people take accountability of their actions. Like, I think the way which it's done isn't like the best way, but I do feel like people taking accountability for what they've done. I mean, it really doesn't have to be an apology, but just them like owning up to like, yeah, I did say that or I did do that. But cancel culture within itself, I don't know. I feel like the media and everything has really made it even bigger, like TikTok and everything. So, sorry, y'all.
And
Um, my point is, I think that cancel culture has its good and its bad. I do think that it has been effective when it comes to combating racism, when it comes to like, bringing the people who have done wrong to the light. I feel like in that aspect, that's maybe the positive side of cancel culture. It has allowed us, it has allowed us to publicly shame those who have said and done problematic things. But I think where the problem lies is that people who are watching this happen, people who are watching people get canceled, I think what it has done is that it has instilled fear in some people, that people in this society, that they're scared to say their full thought. They're scared to say what they really want to say because they feel like they're at risk of being canceled. When someone says something on a public platform that was considered rude or that was considered ignorant, like that is a good time to maybe bring awareness to it and correct them where they were wrong, or in some other cases, cancel them. But I think that where it's also wrong is that sometimes, we focus so much on one word that somebody said and not really listen to their full point. And we try to like, because what there's no good comes out of shaming someone, alienating them, because no one is willing to help them correct their mistakes. How are we supposed to grow and become more knowledgeable about things if no one's able to teach us when we have done something wrong? So that's my point.
all right, all right. James, you about to go?
No, you go ahead, bro.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm up.
Man, I'ma have to side with Sue on this one. Cancel culture is extremely unproductive and extremely useless, and actually I think it does worse to our society in the back end of things. Um First of all, this is America, and literally people have fought and died for the freedom to be able to say whatever they want. That's first. So that's the rules of the land, regardless. So that cancel culture should not even exist for that reason alone. Also, I think it really also shuts down the opportunity for people to grow and also become better. You know, there's one thing to educate someone, and there's another thing to cancel someone, because everyone, I really strongly believe that everyone has unpopular opinions. And if you were to state your unpopular opinion and you were to get canceled for it and to lose your job and to lose potential um, economic growth for something that you said that someone don't like, I think that's very irresponsible to yourself and to one another. I don't think that we should be holding back what we think. I think that's our biggest problem in today's society. I think we try to coddle, we try to validate what everyone is saying, but yet we shame people who say things that we don't like. It doesn't make sense. If you want to have it one way, you gotta have it both ways. If you want to validate everyone, then validate the people that you don't like as well, or don't like. You gotta have it both ways, and that's why I really think that cancel culture is very, very, very unproductive, because it's one thing to hold people accountable, it's another thing to hinder them from becoming better or growing. That's my little 2 cents. I don't know if you don't want to chime in on that.
I'm gonna steal your phrase real quick. The phrase "victim Olympics." Most of the time, when people hop on cancel culture, bro, they honestly like it does not affect them. Somebody could say something about somebody from like I don't know India, be like, I don't like Indian food, and it'll be somebody who's not Indian, don't know a single Indian person. They'll be like, oh, that's offensive, that's racist. Like, bro, people just try to include themselves, and it does not accomplish anything, bro. And unless I feel like honestly believe it, unless somebody's attacking you or your mother specifically, stop. It does not matter. Somebody will like go online, call all black people the N words, all that stuff. I don't really care. Because the end of the day, they're not coming up to me and call me N word in my face. Like these don't really accomplish nothing. And I feel like the same, it's like I think Dylan said, the same like standard we use on these other people could be returned back to us because everybody got unpopular opinions. Imagine like you in school and a teacher asks you something about something, and you have an unpopular opinion. Everybody in class like, oh, wait a minute, you said that? Nah, we don't like you no more. And everybody's ostracizing you. And the funny thing is, I believe that if everybody had a camera following us 24/7 like these celebrities do, would have all been canceled probably at least like how many times, bro? And it's like, honestly, I understand people make mistakes with people. Just instead of just making a movement and just treat somebody, instead of trying to make a whole movement and try to cancel somebody, mess with their life, just DM them, be like, hey, bro, you can't be saying that, you can't be doing that. That's not right. If we do that, and they still keep on choosing to do it, let the consequences come to them. Don't be the one trying to force the consequences on them. That's all I gotta say.
But y'all don't think them being canceled is the consequence? I think it is.
I guarantee you, half of the people that canceled don't influence them, bruh. It don't affect them negatively at all. The little white boy that I don't know if I said the S word that was doing that at the little what's called again?
Pew pew.
Yeah, he was on like multiple TV shows. That man real life got a whole fan page because of what he did. And I feel like we can't say about I feel like most of the people that get canceled that honestly get backlash. Most of the times like probably like somebody who's not as popular or like you know what I mean? Because there's endless celebrities who get canceled and they fan bases grow because believe it or not, there's people that actually support what they said or believe the same things that they do. So by canceling them, you're not giving them by making them more notorious and growing their fan base. Because believe it or not, people like controversy. When you add controversy to somebody's image, their fan bases usually grow. Not all the time, but usually.
But what about like R. Kelly and stuff?
Right.
I know people are still stepping in the name of love.
Yeah.
However, I feel like you know his I'm not gonna lie, I stole that from somebody, but I feel like his like fan base went down rather than up after that.
I guarantee you, they just hiding right now. They just not trying to get canceled with R. Kelly. People should be cranking R. Kelly behind closed doors. I guarantee you.
But can we also talk about how cancel culture doesn't actually fully cancel somebody? It's just they go through backlash for a whole day. It trends that they should be canceled, and then I feel like that's okay.
That's the point that I actually want to touch on though, is that we're so quick to do the backlash to make them do this, to make them do that. It's kind of like, I want to agree with what Ann was saying, how because of this cancel culture that we have now, people are afraid to speak their mind, afraid to speak whatever they want to speak. Even the fact that we can't say certain words on YouTube, I hope y'all know what that's a product of. If you can put two and two together, the fact that I can't say a word, that Vinci just had to ask, can I say, because he doesn't want everybody to know the whole show's gonna get shut down, YouTube's gonna strike us, no, because you said something offensive. Like, we're so much quicker to attack somebody, to cancel somebody, if you want to use that, than to teach them. And so, because we can take Ann's example, a person will look at the world and they'll look at people saying things and seeing them get canceled, and they don't even know why they're getting canceled. That's the kill. So if I don't know why I'm getting canceled, and all I know is because it offended you, I don't know why it offended you, I don't know what it is behind it, what am I going to tell my kids? I'm not going to tell them don't do this. I'm going to just say, those people don't like when you say that, so don't say it. There's no learning anything. I'm not learning why I shouldn't treat somebody this way as far as how I speak. I'm not learning why I should. All I'm doing is, because if I, in this way, and this is what they do, because we think that cancel culture is making the world a better place. No, it's not. It's just pushing the racist back into hiding, the sexist back into hiding, the feminist, not the feminist, the whatever, whatever people that we cancel today. It's pushing them back into hiding. Does it change their mindset up here? Absolutely not. Because everybody's so busy saying, cancel, 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 cancel. They only think twice because they know they're going to get backlash, not because they know it's wrong or not. And so that's what it is. That I'm not going to say that us teaching them is going to suddenly change the world, but it's a better step. It's a step in the right direction rather than just bashing it's like a little kid. Half the kids who are rebellious are children who their parents said don't do this, and they didn't explain why they shouldn't do it. So they went and did it again. Because who cares? Why shouldn't I do this, mom? Why shouldn't I do this, dad? I'm gonna just keep doing. And so they'll come and they'll beat you, and you'll stop because they're beating you, but not because you know that it's wrong. And until you get grown, I think what's it called? James had said this on another live before, that because of the mistakes that he had gone through as a child, he learned from them, and this is now that he knows, and he can tell you today, don't do this because XYZ. We're treating them like children. Grown people, grown adults, we're treating them like children. These are 30, 40, 50, 60-year-olds. We're treating them like children, shunning them from the truth and just saying, we don't like that. Come on, bro. It won't make any, and I mean, I'll go with Sue. It won't make any change. It's unproductive. We're just yelling at people. Oh.
And the thing is,
I think Ann wanted to say something still.
Oh, did you? Go ahead, Miss Mary.
I had a point to make. That I think where cancel culture arises from, I really do think it is maybe a response for maybe how the justice system has failed us in a way. Because like if I ask you, like if we had a good justice system, if we had a justice system that actually brings people justice and was actually fair, would we have to rely so much on cancel culture? Would we have to use cancel culture as a way for people who have done something wrong to actually, for it to actually be acknowledged and for them to get not really like a punishment, because you can't really punish them, but for them to see the wrong in what they did and maybe try to change something like that. That's the point that I wanted to make.
Dang, I have to strongly disagree. I mean, I understand the source, but I mean, no disrespect, bruh, but people need to learn their place in society. I think that's one of our biggest problems. There's certain rooms I can speak in, you can speak. I said speaking. There's certain rooms that you could be in, whereas you could say whatever you gotta say freely without any thought in mind. There's certain rooms where people gotta listen to you, but there's also other rooms where you gotta shut up and listen. When it comes to cancel culture, My biggest problem with it is that who are you to hold another civilian accountable for anything? If you have a problem with the justice system, fix it. How do you fix it? Will be very intentional about the people that you elect in the justice system. You see, the thing is that we only vote for the presidential election, which is the least important one to us. We vote for presidents when we don't think about the sheriff, the councilman, the mayor. We don't care about all those little elections where those are the ones that actually affect us the most. So you want you want to hold people accountable, do it the right way. Because the problem is that, like Willie said, no, I think it was you, Vinci, cuz that went in pew pew, you know what I'm saying? Cuz it went pew pew. He got more supporters, and he actually got a GoFund that gave him so much money to pay for what, like college, enough money to put a down payment for a really nice house. He got a lot of money because what you promoted him, and then now because of other people, because he had other supporters, because you exposed him, now he's getting more support than he would have if you just let the police handle their job. But that's the problem. We always try to take things into control without consideration. What is the right way to do it? What's the consequence? There's no consequence when you have cancel culture, and that's why I don't like it. Because who are you?
Let me say something right quick, bro. Dylan, this is for you, bro. So you're saying like there's no consequence or anything like that for like cancel culture or anything like that. Like, okay, bro. We're being realistic, bro. This kid that was doing the police job, right? Who is his supporters for? Let's bring it down to like a race thing, right? Even though we shouldn't. But who is his supporters? Who did he? Who did he? Bro, what did he really find?
Conservatives.
No.
Huh?
No. What kind of people did he harm, bro? Be realistic.
Melanated.
Okay, my point exactly, bro.
Yeah.
His supporters are who?
The Negrozoids. Let me stop. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Bro, all of that plays a role, bro. I want you to understand that, bro. When it comes down to cancel culture, when it came down to this, I don't even want to call him a human being, but to this human being, bro, it came down to him, bro. They wasn't gonna cancel him, bro. As much as we try to enforce certain things, and the way that we wanted him to be dealt with, bro, when it came down to the judicial system, bro, when it came down to like him being judged accordingly, bro, we didn't get that, bro. And don't get me wrong, bro. I'm not a huge fan of cancel culture, bro, but there's certain things that the cancel culture does, bro, that bro, simply cannot be done outside of that cannot be simply done outside of like the courthouse or anything like that, bro. It's little things, bro. When it comes down to situations like this, bro, canceling a human being like that, bro, making sure that his face is known as someone who is destructive to this earth, bro, to the people on this earth, bro, that is something that we need to do, bro. And I'm not saying like, okay, we should judge anyone. No, it's not about judging people, bro. When it comes down to this, it's not about judging people, bro. Okay, like the other petty topics and stuff like that, bro. Certain people like shouldn't be like canceled, bro. I'm not gonna hold you, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, there's a time and a place for everything, bro. Not everything that you have to say must be posted on the internet. You know what I'm saying? Not everything that you have to say or do your life, you don't have to post that, bro. Because at that point, you're not even living for yourself. But when it came down to this kid that we're talking about here, bro, he got support from the people of his own kind, bro. They're going to do stuff like that, bro. Because in their eyes, they see him as a hero, bro. They see him as a hero. They hold him up on this pedestal, bro. If I was to go out, bro, if I even walk out with a Nerf gun, bro, I'm doing time in jail, bro. I might even go for life. A Nerf gun.
Might even get killed.
Bro, they might even, if I bring around a Nerf bullet, they'll probably shoot me, bro. That's how crazy it is, bro. And they're not going to cancel me. They won't cancel the cops. They'll just be like, oh, put him in jail. But they have support either way, bro. They have support. So we talking about like away from like the race and all the other stuff, bro. We're talking about like socials and like the cancel culture that has to do with like socials, bro. That's totally different from like politics, bro. Totally different politics, bro. So don't be like, oh, see what the cancel culture did with this kid. Now he has a house and this, that, and the third. No, bro. It's not even about that, bro. It's not about that, bro. Because people chose to support him, bro. Them white people chose to give him money and do all the other stuff, bro. If it was me, bro, I'm tying that man to a tree, bro. Let him live his life on a tree, bro. I don't care. I'm not saying I'm gonna like kill him. No, I'm gonna let him see the whole world, bro. See the destruction
Bro,
he is.
James, bro, I hear you, bro, but you missing it, bro. You missing it. I'm not saying there's no good things that could come out of cancel culture. But the thing is, if you want it one way, you gotta have it. You gotta be able to have it both ways. Like, okay, yes, people were trying to hold him accountable, put his face all over the news. But what I was saying about when I was saying about people starting to GoFundMe, it was as a result of people trying to cancel him, right? You see, like, I'm not gonna say it wasn't because I don't know the future or these possibilities, but based on my experiences, 9 out of 10, if they just did their job diligently as they should have, or whatever like that, and if people weren't trying to hop into judicial business, that GoFundMe, the amount of money that they raised wouldn't have happened. I could be wrong, but hold on. Let me finish my point. But nevertheless, there's a right and a wrong way to do it. As you said, there's some people, the petty stuff, the big stuff, all that is not controlled. And a lot of people really, I think the consequences are more negative than good. And that's the problem. The pros versus the cons, I don't think it match up. And that's why I said, if you really want to hold people accountable, do it the right way, because you can't be canceling someone for being wrong and then you're going the wrong way about it to hold them accountable.
What's the right way? It makes
no sense.
What's the right way?
What's the right way?
Yes. You got to know
what's the right way.
What's the right way?
I already said what's the right way.
No. Okay, reiterate, because obviously I missed it.
Okay, I was saying that if you really concerned about the safety and the judicial system, right, and wanted to stop failing you, right, do your due diligence and get involved in your politics. And I'm not talking about presidential. No. I'm talking about the ones that really, like, again, sheriff, city councils, mayors, all these other, these little small parties, your Senate, all that. You got to get involved with that. If you really want to be so justice, this and that, because basically you're being a social vigilante. That's what you are doing. Like when you talk about cancel culture, I get it. I get the point, but it doesn't work all the time, and it does not apply for everyone. If you want cancel culture, because, like for example, on this show, we say a lot of controversial things. Man, that man Sue, bro, be so worried about what he say, bro, because of this cancel culture, bro. Even though he may have a good point, whether you agree or not. But you see, I understand that, yes, cause that pew the people, bro. I need to stop saying that. Cause that pew the people, bro. Okay, yeah, they hold him accountable. But in circumstances like this too, they're gonna try to hold him accountable for something that they don't agree with. You gotta be able to have it both ways, and it's not fair.
Dylan,
so I feel like if
you understand. I don't think you understand the fact that you're trying to, okay, bro, don't pin cancel culture and like try to blame it as the reason why this child was receiving money, bro. You're missing the point of that, bro. This kid is receiving money because he has support from people of his kind. People of his kind support shit like that, bro. I mean, they support stuff like that. They want to see, bro, the moment where they feel like he's a hero, bro, they're going to worship this kid, bro. It's not cancel culture. It's not about how they handle it, how they try to make his face on the news, how to do it. Bro, either way, bro, he's going to get on the news regardless based on what he did, bro. We didn't put him on the news. Nobody that posted that stuff on the internet put him on the news. He put himself on the news, bro. He decided to do what he did, bro. So you can't blame cancel culture. You can't blame the way people reacted, bro, to whatever he did as a reason why he got money, bro. People supported him from the jump. The moment he did it, they supported him. The cops in that moment supported him, bro. They said, "Oh shoot, keep doing what you're doing, bro." They supported him. So don't blame cancel culture for that, bro. As far as the shares, the all that council stuff, bro. At the end of the day, bro, there's still gonna be cliques, there's still gonna be groups, there's still gonna be other things like that, bro. Regardless of who you vote for, regardless of what you think you're gonna do, or whatever you think is gonna like work, bro. At the end of the day, bro, there's a flaw in all of our judicial systems, bro. It doesn't matter where it's police, if there's a black sheriff, it doesn't matter, bro. None of that, bro. There's a flaw, bro. There's a flaw. So when it comes, like I said, when it comes out to politics, bro, if there's nothing being said, bro, then there's no action, bro. Let's talk about all the people who have been wrongly imprisoned, bro. Talk about that, bro, because you wouldn't even know if you don't see the shit on the internet. You wouldn't know. So you're gonna blame cancel culture for that too? You can't blame that, bro. You can't blame that. Be realistic.
Bruh.
And my
Again,
whole thing is, you
go
said
ahead.
that there's no consequences. There's no real consequences for their actions from cancel culture. But I feel like if they're losing their jobs, if they're losing scholarships, those are the consequences. And my whole thing is, if you had the ball, can I say that? I'm sorry. If you were bold enough to say it, then you should be bold enough to receive the consequences. Like Sue, for instance, yes, he does have controversial um, mindset, but you also have to be willing to have people disagree with you. Like the backlash he gets in the comments is because people disagree. It's not because people are trying to cancel him or anything. It's because you're not making sense to that person based on that person's perspective, and they disagree with you.
So again,
So it is productive.
What?
someone got some white noise.
I think it's you.
Oh,
Wait,
found the culprit.
you really think
Um,
about it though? Hold up. You really think about it, bro? Cancel culture be picking and choosing who to cancel. Because I know some,
That's the point. That's the point of my whole argument.
I know some people that are famous that did some controversial stuff back in the day. Her
Exactly.
name rhymes with Tardy D. That did some wild stuff back in the day. But she
You
ain't
see, that's what I'm
canceled.
saying. Like you gotta have it both ways. That's the point. You gotta be able to have it both ways.
But my whole thing
I understand that it has some pros, but the cons are not outweighing the pros. Wait, no, the pros are not outweighing the cons. Okay, in that situation where white man did that, okay, I could say that's positive. But what about all the other times where people just blatantly say the most wild thing on the internet and no one say anything, just look the other way because they like them? I'm not saying what Cuz did was right or whatever like that. But the point is that it being productive, it being applicable, it doesn't work. And on top of that, you, Vinci, you may think that what someone said is wrong. I may think okay, it was cool. James might think is wrong. Willie might think it's cool. Fail. So at the end of the day, is that we're not even canceling as a united front as a society. It's usually just the loudest people. The loudest people do not represent most people, and that's a mistake society keeps doing over and over and over again. Just because this black man said this, that man does not represent me. I don't care how blackly black he is, bruh. So that's the point. Cancel culture, like is not. It has no foundation. It's not sustainable. It's not equal on both sides. And look, if you want to hold people accountable, you have to do it the right way. That's why a lot of criminals are able to leave jail or whatever like that, or set free because the way they're prosecuted, they saw a flaw in the prosecution, and that's what they're let go of because they're like, you know what, you were unlawfully prosecuted. It applies the same thing. You can't be trying to hold people accountable, but going about it the wrong way. And if you have a lot more negative aspects to it than positive, what are we doing? I understand its purpose, but is it really working? Is that the best way to do it? I don't think so. Go ahead, Sue.
Nah, Aaron got next.
Oh,
Aaron got next, bro. Go ahead, Aaron.
I just wanted to make a quick point, and it's based on what James said and a little bit on what Dylan said. You know, when we like bring awareness to someone or something that they did, you know, because you know, social media is a big platform. It is a huge platform, and you know, when we are posting, when we are bringing things, when we are posting things on social media, like you know, people on social media who can actually affect change will see it, and if they agree with it or they really are passionate about it, they will do what they can in their power to affect that change. I feel like social media is a big platform. A lot of politicians are on social media, and I feel like yeah, there should be a right way to affect change, like you're saying, Dylan. But you have to be realistic. Like when somebody sees something that was bad or you know it's going viral, like it's so quick to like send a tweet. It's so quick to post something on Instagram, and then it would just spread, like it would spread rapidly. And that's why I think them using social media as a way to cancel someone or as a way to bring awareness to something is actually not always it's not bad. And I think somebody made a point about, the justice system and how it will never be perfect. You know, like there will never be a system in which there is perfect justice and no mistakes. Like if there will never be a perfect judicial system. There will always be mistakes. All we can do is try our best to be fair. That's all.
And that's the point. How you gonna be fair where all you loud people on Twitter saying all this type of stuff, and I'm here in the background. I'm not even liking. I'm just scrolling past the content. It's not fair because it's not everyone that's participating in it. It's not you're not getting consensus from everyone. You're getting it from a select group, a small group of people that are very loud, which means it's very inconsistent. So yes, the judicial system may never be perfect, but it can be consistent. Okay? I rather have the justice system be 80% right, the cancel culture be 50 or 30% right. Because you can't have like you have to have a consistency. You have to have a balance. And cancel culture does not offer that. That's my problem with it. I'm not saying that canceling the wrong people like R. Kelly or whatever like that is wrong. Yes, he deserves to be canceled. But the way you go about it, the way he got caught was not through. Was it through cancel culture? I forgot. But nevertheless, you got to do it the right way every single time. You can't, because at the end of the day, we're all, if you want to talk about cancel culture, in a sense, we're all low-key hypocrites. Because if you want to talk about canceling, if I were to cancel people for whatever they did that I don't like or approve of, I'm going to cancel like half of the people in the world. And if people were to cancel, and a lot of people will cancel me for sure. I know that for sure. So there's no base, there's no foundation. There's no group of people. It's not a common consensus. It's not everyone approving of it. Because 9 times out of 10, most of the time, a lot of people like me are not participating in it. A lot of people have their own thoughts and opinions that this is actually the reason for this platform. Because a lot of people have thoughts and opinions that they don't want to share because of cancel culture to the society. So if you got a lot of people, who have a certain way of thinking of things and they're not participating in these social trends or whatever like that, it's not fair because we're not participating, because it looks foolish to me. That's why I don't agree with it.
One more. Oh, you watch speak too? Or should I go? Oh, go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I mean, from where I'm sitting, it looks like this monster called cancel culture has used the internet to turn this nation into a elementary school, bro. You feel me? There's no other adjective to describe it. You know what I mean? Mr. Pew Pew. I guess. Bro, you feel me? Whatever. But what about Dave Chappelle? What about those guys? Said something that hurts your feelings. So after that, my question is simply, how sensitive are you? Where are the adults? That's all I got to say, bro.
Let me say something. 2 seconds. Cancel culture don't change how people feel about a topic. They're just going to hide it.
But can I say something?
I did not. Wait. Can you say that again? I didn't hear what you said.
My fault. I said cancel culture does not change people's feelings or thoughts about a topic. They just go into hiding.
But I feel like if you get backlash enough from the world, it's gonna make you think, oh, maybe I should think twice about this, or maybe I should think a little more about my thoughts. It's not for. I feel like it's not for. I'm sorry. I feel like it has a different effect on different people. Am I lagging? No? Oh, okay. I'm not doing my stuff.
So
But
no,
I feel like it, yeah. But anyways, I feel like it has a different effect on different people. Like, sure, some people go into hiding, but some people are like, damn, like the whole world is against me. Maybe I should think about my actions a little more. And some people are scared from the backlash they were receiving that they switched their mindset and they're like, oh yeah, I probably shouldn't think like that anymore.
I highly doubt it.
But it's not everybody that's just going into hiding.
I highly doubt any racist
But
people.
anyways,
start being
leave them
racist.
in hiding because
Oh,
I said-
Megan, go right. Well,
I just want to say something real quick. I really agree with Sue about like sensitivity wise, because I feel like people are just like canceling people for anything based on their own like overly sensitive like feelings. So I agree with Sue. Like I feel like people need to get their emotions in check.
Oh, and let me say something real quick. I think we need to, when we talk about number one, I think we need to be clear about our definitions of what we call cancel culture, because I remember Anne was in the middle of talking. She said cancel culture, but she also said bringing awareness, and I don't necessarily believe that bringing awareness and cancel culture are the exact same thing, because bringing awareness to something and canceling those are two. You can take those two different places, right? But since we're on the topic of cancel culture, I think we need to have it set. What are you trying to accomplish? That's all. What are you trying to accomplish? Are you just trying to move the person out of the way? Are you trying to remove people who think like this or act like this from society? Are you trying to change their mind so that they can start being on the train as everybody else who thinks that you shouldn't be treating people like this? You shouldn't be doing, because once you get that, I'm not going to get into the whole fight about the right way, the wrong way, the whatever. But I think your purpose, your intentionality behind it matters too, because I don't necessarily think it is a smart thing, an intelligent thing to do, to just get rid of somebody because they didn't do something correctly. No, if you don't teach them, there's nothing stopping people behind them from doing it. If you don't show them why they should, there's nothing. And so why should the next little pew boy not come and do the same thing? You know what I'm saying? Like, if we're not intentional about trying to change what's going on up here and in here, and we're just trying to let's lock them up. That's just where I'm coming from, because just putting people in jail hasn't stopped crime from happening. So in the same sense, just bashing people enough. I mean, your parents, some of you have been spanked and beat and whooped every type of way possible. Did that stop you from being rebellious? No. Now, does that mean that everybody responds the same, or like Phil was saying, reacts the same to getting a whooping? No. But the problem is not what you do with these, it's what you do with these and this. It's what's up here and in here that matters, because that's how society is run.
What did you just point to?
Your brain.
And then what?
Your heart.
All right. I ain't see you, bro.
But yeah, that's it.
But I feel like what Anne's saying, I feel like it is at the same time bringing awareness, because like sometimes people will be like they'll be talking about a specific celebrity or something, and they'll be like, oh, look at what this person was saying and da 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 da. And it is raising awareness essentially, because you're showing other people how this person thinks, or certain things that they were saying, or certain things that they agree with. I do feel like it's bringing awareness, but I also feel like, anyways, that's what I was saying.
That's true. I think just don't go past bringing awareness. That's because as soon as you start going past bringing awareness, that's where Dylan can start asking about doing things the right way. Once you move past bringing awareness, you're going into what I think. What does Willie think about the person? What does Willie think about? If I'm just bringing awareness to let people know this terrible thing is going on, cool. But if I go past that step, now I'm bringing my own feelings, my own emotions, my own, if you want to talk about traumas or whatever. Yeah, go ahead, Jen.
Yeah, this is the last thing I'm gonna say. I feel like we gotta go on to the next topic. But yeah, as far as social media, and cancel culture, as far as like anything that happens around like social media, I'm not in full agreement with it. I don't really like the thought of it, the way that it's done. It's not really like done in a proper way, and I can honestly say I don't know what real way or what's like the right way for it to be like done, or for any change to be made. I guess you guys can say like, oh, canceling them or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Cool. But at the end of the day, like Willie said, cancel culture is not, I really don't think it's about bringing awareness or anything like that, bro. It's literally, it's all negativity, bro. It's literally like negative, toxic energy brought into like one thing to bring like, it's not even for awareness, to bring awareness to a certain topic, a certain thing that someone has said or whatever, just to like get him, like, it's more of like a forcing, like, oh, make him change the way he thinks or something like that. And I kind of agree with Venti, bro. In reality, you're not going to change the way anyone thinks. You can't change the way anyone thinks. You can sit and you can talk about the way you feel. And I guess canceling them, I guess, is a way of making, I don't know. But doing that, it really doesn't do anything because at the end of the day, they're going to still feel the same way. Like, the only thing that you're doing, I guess, in a sense, is just hurting their money. I mean, but at the end of the day, like, they're forever going to have money. So I'm not fully in agreement with like the whole cancel culture thing and like how it's done. Like the execution of it is like done like very, bad. I don't think I would want anyone to like lose any type of like scholarship or any type of money. But like, bro, you can say and be crazy all you want like that, but I personally don't wish like, bad for anyone. Like, just as who I am.
All right. Yeah, y'all said what y'all said, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You serious?
You just not. Oh shoot, bro. You was about to go?
Yes, I was about to go. You know I was about to go.
Bro. My bad, bro. Just was a little distracted, bro. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
All right, but for real, to wrap it up, you know what I mean? That phrase, bringing awareness, compared to canceling somebody, when you put those two phrases next to each other, it really got me thinking, you Bammers on Twitter are some bullies for real, bro. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? You'll cancel Dave Chappelle, bro, but you won't cancel the Taliban, bro. You won't cancel the Klan. You feel me? Like, you can only cancel something. Like, it's really like you're only gonna cancel who you can cancel, bro. You're not gonna cancel the people that really go against your ethics and ideologies, bro. You feel me? Y'all some bullies for real. Textbook bully, bro. It's not respectable. It's not productive. That's all I got to say. That's it.
I like your response, bro. I really do.